Merry Christmas. It's Saturday the 25th of December 2021 and we're coming to the end of a pretty crazy year for everyone. Tom and I are having a lovely quiet Christmas day, just the two of us and of course our feathered and furry friends, and I'm just taking the opportunity to do a little bit of not gardening as such, but just having a little look around the garden. And I've done a bit of a harvest for my Christmas dinner, and we're letting the girls not out in the garden because we can't have them out in the garden, but because of bird flu, but they're in their extension, their sort of play area that they can get out into, which is still protected from wild birds, but it just gives them more space to stretch their legs. So I'll take you around and see them in a little while. And yeah, so it's not too bad a day. It's cold, I'm wrapped up. It's cold, a little bit of a breeze now and again, but it's dry, the odd sunny spell. So it's not too bad a day to be out in the garden at all. Right, so there should be some parsnips in here. Not very large, it's not a very large tub. And I got these parsnips as little plug plants, so not the ideal way to grow them, but to be able to have enough for me Christmas dinner, I'm sure. Oh, yes, not perfect, but there's a little bit of eating. Another little rinky-dinky one. I think probably, oh that's rubbish. Probably because it's a very small tub, not a very deep tub, but that's alright. Oops, I've lost that one. They're a bit balled up. So as you can see, the little end's turned over. But you know something? This will give me a little bit of something to roast along with my carrots and things. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. Yeah, definitely too shallow. Look at that, the poor thing. It's like, I want to grow, I want to grow. And then it's just gone all twisted. Right. Dinky one. Oh, here's another one. Oh, yeah. Poor things. I want to grow long, but I've not got the depth. Right. Good. That's another tub that emptied. So they're not the prettiest, but they'll do a job. Right, we have some rainbow carrots in here. Rotten. Do these then. So, little minis, again not perfect, but they'll do, roasted with my little parsnips. Right, here we have a sorry looking little sprout plant. But we have Let me get you down to show you. Right, sorry looking little sprout plant, but look, some perfect Christmas Day Brussels sprouts. Right. That'll do me, that's all I need for my din-dins. I've got some beetroot in here, I think I'll maybe have one or two. Little ones. And I'll roast them as well, I'll leave that. Lovely. So it's a bit of a mini veg harvest, in so much as the radish, the parsnips and the carrots and the beetroot are smaller than average. The sprouts are great, and this will roast up really nicely, so I'll certainly have plenty for my Christmas dinner and more besides. So yeah, I'm really pleased. So there's hardly anyone about because of course people will be tucked into their warm homes, looking at presents and starting to gather with their loved ones. But Tom and I are quite happy just to chill. I will be going indoors after this though, to warm up. So not too much happening, bits and pieces. The fleece there is over where I've put some of my garlic. It's just to sort of keep some of the rain off. Behind is some celery, and I haven't harvested that for a while. Let's see what it looks like. This is a rose celery, so I think it's still okay. Not huge stalks, but good enough for some soup, I think. There's my red poppies that are springing back into life. They'll be one of the early flowers in the garden after the bulbs. Here I have my overwintering onions, and actually I've just put this cloche on. The cloche has a hole in it, so it's not completely covered, but I just wanted to give them a chance. The past 2 years when I've been growing onions, they haven't done very well, so I thought I'd just give them a little bit of, and you can see they're doing okay just now. But I thought I'd just give them a little bit of protection over the worst of the winter. They don't really need it, but as I say, I've had not such great harvests. Now around here, it looks a bit gruesome. Here's the bees, and actually in the landing board there in front of the hive, that's actually dead bees, I'm afraid. But what happens is bees are very clean, and they turf out anything that's dead to keep the hive nice and tidy. So these will get blown away in the breeze or picked off by wild birds, I think, but they're dead, and they're just getting chucked out to keep everything nice and tidy indoors. The bees themselves, the live ones, are staying indoors. They're clustering around the queen to keep her nice and warm, and they'll do that for most of the winter. The big gap here where the sycamore tree was that I had to have taken down a couple of months ago, I've planted lots of daffodils and tulips in around the pieces of trunk, so that should come up quite nicely in the spring, and then I'll pop some tubs of hostas around this after the bulbs die down. But more or less the garden is looking a little bit bare. But but that's just where we are. We're in winter, so that's to be expected. Let's go round and see the chickens. Actually, before we go in, you can see this is part of the extension that I've built to give the girls more space while we have we're in chicken lockdown because of bird flu. So basically what you've got to do is make sure wild birds can't get in and wild bird poo can get in, because that's how bird flu can be transferred from bird to bird. So let's go round under the tarpaulin in that extension there and see what it looks like. Hi darlings, what are you doing over there? So from right to left we've got Jemima, Hamble, Emily, Edith and Matilda. There is of course a bit of a hole in the flock because of Beryl's passing a couple of weeks ago, but the other girls are doing absolutely fine, and have just had a little Christmas treat of some grapes and some live mealworms. Yes, live ones, which they absolutely adore and have got nice. It's a nice source of protein for them during the winter months, and particularly when some of them are still molting. So the girls are happy, Tom and I are happy. Let's just go round and see the quail. Hey little ones. Oh, hello. Hey little ones, don't be jumping out. Hello. Little wee ones. What are you saying? You're looking like a little ragamuffin with your molt. Hello, darling. Right, I'm going to go in now and get warmed up and get things prepared for dinner. I hope you've enjoyed this little video today, and I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas day, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. But for now, bye bye.